investor. The transfer of VALCO to a private investor poses significant risk, including potential job losses, diminished workers' welfare, and adverse financial consequences for both the workforce and the state. The state and the workforce have invested enormous resources, expertise, and dedication in restoring VALCO to its present state of progress. It is therefore unacceptable to relinquish control of the company to a private investor at a time when the benefits of these collective efforts are beginning to materialize. Indeed, to crown it all, the Sector Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, in his statement of Wednesday, 15 July 2026, highlighted the significant progress and success being recorded by VALCO. Therefore, wherein lies the justification? Wherein lies the justification to sell VALCO? Government must not allow the narrow interest of a few individuals to override the national interest. The gains made by VALCO have been achieved through the sacrifices of the state, management, the board, and the workforce, and should not be surrendered for the benefit of private interests at the expense of the people of Ghana. Government, the board, management, and labor have worked collaboratively to restore VALCO to its current level of operational stability and growth. It would therefore be economically imprudent for GIADEC to proceed with this proposed transaction, which threatens job security, undermines Ghana's integrated aluminium industry, and compromises the long-term strategic interests of the Union. It is unconscionable for any or a few private interests to reap where they have not should, after others have borne the burden of rebuilding the company. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, in his address at the 2026 National May Day Parade in Koforidua, stated, and I quote, "As we pivot to growth, we must protect the human capital that drives it. A reset Ghana means healthy Ghana. Government has worked very hard to revive many state-owned enterprises that were previously in a state of collapse, and many other state-owned enterprises are now running more efficiently. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge the TUC and organized labor not to sit back and look on aloof when management and governing boards are mismanaging their enterprises, because when these enterprises collapse, it is the workers that suffer the most. So when you see things going wrong, don't sit aloof. Point it out and make sure correct. In the spirit of this commitment and in recognition of His Excellency's reputation as a listening president, we respectfully call upon him to intervene decisively to halt the proposed sale of VALCO and ensure that this strategic national asset remains under the ownership and control of the people of Ghana. I say it should be under the control of the people of Ghana, because this is one of the greatest assets that were bequeathed to Ghanaians by the first president of the Republic of Ghana, the late Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah. And we are saying that what the white man can do, and indeed VALCO was established jointly by the white people and Ghana government during the tenure of office of His Excellency Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And we're saying that we used to have Kaiser VALCO, but today we have Ghana VALCO. The people came and contributed their bit